Hello and welcome. Maybe I'll appear. Please? There I am. Sometimes, even when I do check beforehand, make sure it's all there and good, it still doesn't want to show me. So, I don't have anything else to, anything else? I don't have anything to start with to say before. I'm gonna go over here. Please? On camera. Wow, really? Nothing? Oh, let's see. There we go. Much better. Minimizing things on my computer screen. So, as before, I'm not watching multiple of myself. Also turning it way down. Wow, I turned that way too far. Maybe? A little better. Hello. This hopefully should go well. I'm going to start with saying I changed the latency of this from the normal setting to low, and so I'm hoping that we don't end up running into issues because it's trying to go through low latency instead. But we'll find out. It almost rolled off. I should grab everything. We're going to be continuing this. The dragon egg. For anyone who doesn't know, is like, what the frick is this here? On the Easter egg painting. I almost just said Easter. The Easter egg painting, we started a dragon egg, and it didn't get finished in either of them because, my god, was this gonna take forever? So, I decided I was gonna make it its own stream. But then it was pushed back a little while because I wanted to get something for it, which I now have, and I've shown off in the last Handcam last week. But you'll have to wait for those. And then I do have stuff that I need to paint that I'm using this time as an excuse to while we wait for this to dry in between. And so, all of that. Let me fix how everything is arranged on. I can go all the way over. For this. I won't probably need this for at least a little bit, but here is. I'll just throw it over here. Go back over there. And so, okay, where do we left off? I think we got all of this done. I think, need to go through it one-ish more time. Just to darken it up. I'm trying to remember, because here's the test egg. I have not gone through and done any more on this, but I have thought about the design of the rest of this. And so I think we'll be fine. I think I like the lighter color better for being able to. Wow, with the lights you can actually see the pattern a little bit better beforehand. But how it looks here with all of the, I guess almost scale-esque pattern. So, let me go like this so I don't accidentally mark on it. And so once we do that, we will have it do that, and it will go up and meet here, point. And then these will all be a different color. The lines will be defined with something else. But I should grab an eraser for this. My eraser. Grab it. Right here. There we go. Oh, you can't see my eraser. My eraser. Okay. Because some of these lines on the bottom are dark. And, I guess I could erase some of them now. I only erased... I think I purposely didn't erase some for whatever reason, because I just wanted to do this. So I wasn't then erasing the people. While we're at it, I'll just kind of erase the... partially. I think it will make it easier. I'm not having to then try to erase it with on. Hoping that the water doesn't take forever to dry. It's gonna be watercolor. Or at least that top bit. And so I have other things just in case. I'm going to kind of see the pencil shavings here. There. That... You can't see it. I may be able to see parts of it, but that's fine. And so I think this is the purple. Yes, it is. I want to see. If I go like this a little bit more... Let me move my mic some, because I'm like bumping it with my face. There. Having to make sure I don't end up accidentally muting myself. I think I want to get rid of... I don't think I want to make it darker, but I think I want to get rid of more of the white. Some of these parts are very... like, very white. Just me, or does that not look like the same? Did I end up using the pencil I need? I grabbed the wrong ones. One second. Okay. Let me now see, because I think I grabbed... that one, because that... Looking at it, and I'm like, that is not the same color. I don't know if I bring it up more. And maybe a little bit, you can see they're not exactly the same. Like this, and see. Then take that, and then it look a bit more like that. Yeah, that's the... I'm 100% using the wrong one last time. We're gonna go back over this. We're gonna hope that it doesn't mess it up too much, because I'm not going through and I'm not erasing. Just gonna kind of go over it with this and hope. Kind of see how it's a little bit darker. Maybe if I use more water, it will help tone it down. So, like that. Cover up my mistake. I can't believe it's the wrong color, and how I didn't notice that. I don't know how I didn't notice that. I could have swore I kept the right one out, but I had so many colored pencils out when I first did it that I probably put the wrong one over with it and didn't even notice it. Okay. We're gonna start by doing blue, because then I want the blue to go up. This is the right blue. I know that for a fact. I want to get this line first, and then I will work my way up into the purple. Get it correct enough. That. Then we're gonna have this go into the purple. This into the... Even on its own, I think it doesn't look too bad. Some of this white. Try not to go too dark with it. 1/4. I get this line to be just as nice looking as the other one. Let's see. Maybe. Partially. Bring it up there. There we go. Now I can do this. It's a lot easier for getting lines. Bring it in. There. In. Now you can see the, my god, ombre. Here. Aside, oh, didn't see that. I didn't drop it. It's a really good thing that these are all fake because, my god, I would have broken so many. Try to get this line once again. I have to do this 4 times and hope I get it good each time. That's not gonna happen. Yeah, see, this one's already not as good as the last one. I need to hold it again like this to this line better. The good thing is that any that I get over, why I'm wanting to do this part first, is I can then take the acrylic paint I'm going to use next and basically cover it up. But it's very hard to cover up acrylic paint with watercolor. A lot easier to cover up watercolor with acrylic paint. Go there. There we go. I want to maybe blend it in this way too. Just so it doesn't look so odd. There we go. Just a little bit. Still want full purple here. Now, you can already see some of the blue. Oh, that's watercolor. Go up. This way is so much easier than trying to go the other way with it. So I'm still not doing it. This may be the worst. Like this. Then let's go over here. There we go. This line. Here we go. Probably the worst. It just got worse as it went. First one was the best and just... But I knew that was going to happen. Get this now. That was a dark line. So hopefully the water will blend out some of these mistakes. I don't want to make too many or rely on the water too much, but hopefully. Hello, hello. There. Now, kind of looks neat like this. But now it's the scary part. The part that can 100% make or break this. Adding water. Because I've tried it before. This was too dark. Didn't work out. I like this one better, but because I was just literally trying to test something, this was more accident than anything. See, and we're going to try to avoid this. I have a second paint palette that these eggs are able to stand like this in. And so, I'm going to hope that it means it pools here and not in like random splotches everywhere. Make sure I'm actually in camera. Like that. So, then, I'm trying to think. How big of a brush should I go? Because I don't want to go too big, but I don't want to go thin. See? One brush. The wonderful things, as I mention every time, about using paintbrushes with white bristles is that this is clean. It's just stained that color. The thinner one just in case. Probably this one, actually. Because of it, the chisel edge. Oh my god, there's an actual name for this other than edge. Thinking of what you call markers. But I'm not here to get facts about paintbrushes. Not right now. So put this right here. You can kind of see that my water is right here. Staying here because it's water on my desk full of electronics, and I put it any closer and I'm afraid I will hit it. Oh my god, I'm like so nervous to mess this up. Okay. Water on here. Okay. I just kind of have to go for it. I'm gonna hope that the angle isn't too bad, but I don't want to mess it up. So I'm gonna start here. Ah, shit. Like, scary. Oh, there we go. Down it goes. Okay, I'm trying to just take it down. Go down with it. Do 1/2 at a time. Starting to become more painty than watery. Go. Or more water. Then take you. Go down. See. Eh. Oh shit, you didn't see that. And I may... We'll see if I end up adding more water to it. See, this part is what's getting me. I'd add more water onto my brush at some point. If I clean this up, put a little bit more water, if I maybe... kind of just... there. Like, water it. Maybe it's a little... better. Like that. There we go. Oh, but see, now there's too much water here. See. It's a little bit fine if it does a little bit of that. I just don't want to lose too much of the color to it. I fully like this. Dry it off so it doesn't continue. And I'm gonna go 1/2 at a time. See. I'm realizing it's like this. It's doing what it did beforehand. I want to see if I kind of make a little wet. Go. There. Dry that off. Hopefully take it like... Ooh. There we go. What? Try to get that corner as much as possible. But yeah. I'm glad you like the way the colors flow together. I'm hoping that it stays like that enough. See, I'm gonna turn it so I can actually look at it better. For like that. Actually, I can take these pencils and kind of... Here. There we go. And yes, it looks a little light compared to the thing. Once I add the pencil over it, it will look darker because this looked very light, but this isn't dark and you can't see like any of the pencil. And so it'll end up looking better once like darker. Okay. There's that. That was so much more nerve-wracking than I thought that was gonna be. You know? Just so scared to mess it up. Well done. Why we now wait for that to dry. As I said before, I had other things I need to paint. And, using this as an excuse too. I guess I could explain the egg a little bit more. Let me grab the one that's not trying to dry. I'll use the pencil. So we have this here. Like that. The shape. This kind of agate-ish. There. Here's our egg shape. I'm going to use this color here. Okay, let's go like this for a better one. Or these spots here. And the thing that I pushed it off so I could buy some of these. I have now a gold and a silver. We'll decide at some point whether or not I should go with gold or silver outlines for it. Probably take blue that I'm going to use to do this. Maybe I'll find a little lighter one. I may paint a little spot on here to test it on and do the same pattern over it, so it all is cohesive. And then it'll be separated by one of the metallic colors. Back over there. That's how that's going to be. I guess I could quickly paint a little test spotch on this first. But before I go on to other things. So it's at least dry. Take up my paint. I didn't actually do that beforehand. Okay. So. Put the paint palette on screen. There we go. Tiny little color. And let's this. Put it next to it too. So it may need more than one coat. That makes sense. But look at that. That's so nice. It'll be like this. With this. Actually, well, it depends on how we end up on, because this one, it's a little see-through, but it's actually not bad. Let's do another one, and I'll make that one for 2 coats. Let's go down here and do that. I'll make sure to paint that one. One of these at least twice, and then the other one will be fine. Set that over here then. Make sure it didn't roll over. Okay, now, other things I had to paint. I have all of these over here that I need to paint. The sheen on the paint is lovely. It is. I wondered, I wonder, is that... I have both matte and gloss Mod Podge, but I may have to find my gloss. I don't know. Or we'll leave it the dried paint texture. Either way. So, what I was saying is I have some of these. This and this. And so for different holidays, I make little basically decorations to hang up for my mom likes to hang them around the house. And so this is for the 4th of July, but I'm starting it now because as you can see, there aren't really holes or anything, so I would have to do all that still, but we can paint them now. I think I'm gonna sketch it out on this. I'm gonna go big star. Don't mind the awful star I just drew. We have 3 of these. And then 3 of these. So not only am I painting it, I'm also designing how it's going to go together right here. Really, I just need 1 of each color. A red, white, and blue. Okay. It's 3 colors, and I have grabbed out, like, 6 different paints for it. But, you know, I don't know which blue I want to use. Thinking I want to... Let's see, we'll pretend, because my camera zoomed in enough that this is the big star. I think if I could go that way. So like that. Then I need the little stars on it. Let's see. Go here. Get a little star to... If I go... Get a... Let's go big star and then big star like this. Then I can get little stars too. I go then little star, little star, little star. Maybe. Possibly. Something like that. Then it could be... Actually, it would have to be like down, down, and then go. So they all can connect. And little star would go here. Then little star, little star. They'd all have to connect like this. So this is all too far apart. It would just have to squish this way. Really love how easily readable my sketching is. Me figuring out anything or designing anything is a nightmare. And it's lucky if I can tell what I was drawing. Let's see. Just gonna kind of go like this so I know that they're the same thing. I'll probably end up... We'll see after I start painting. Let's start with... Oh, I have blue on me! Or purpley. I actually don't mind the way that looks. But, okay. Hot glue, the option had the stars overlap. Oh. Good. Because what it would have to be, let's see, let's grab... Oh, these may be too big to do the way I've drawn. So it'd be like this. Yeah, because see, it wouldn't be able to go like that. I could try to... Let's not use the real big ones. Back to the small ones. I was using these beforehand and decided to not do that anyways. See, because I could go... Could do this, actually. They come from these. Grab my paper out once again. See, can I draw it? Let's see, if I move this over this way, I can still draw where it can be seen. There we go. Let's actually make a star that looks better. If this goes down, it can be that. And if that goes down here, then the small one somewhere. Oh, let's see. Using the small stars to overlap the big ones, or use the big ones as a backplate. Stars. Like this, I guess. That actually doesn't look too bad. That or... Shit, I'm like hitting things, moving these around. Guys! It's happy to see you. Okay. Well, actually, right. Difficult to cover up, who knows. That or this will be blue, because that blue will cover up anything. Could be, yeah. So, can I get a star to look good doing it like this? My really bad Patrick star. You tell that I don't draw... Wow, could that look any worse? Oh my god, can you tell the way I normally draw stars? And it's not that way? Yeah, I do like this. That does look neat. Then, I almost need to get more. Oh, this still has the stuff on the back. I didn't take it off. Here's my basically desk trash can. Oh, you get to see wonderfully that I bought this from Walmart. Now, this one also has its thing on it. I didn't do anything of taking it off. I normally make sure all of this is taken off before I do anything with it. Oh my god. There we go. There. I could have it here, like one here, and one here. I need to go get more stars. It's gonna hang. It can be like this. Well, if you do it like this too, it could be all three colors. You know? So it could be like and an inside of red, and on the outside it can be white. So it's all three colors. Yet. Well, I think I like that idea, and so I think I'm adding things to my shopping list. Pull up my phone. Add things to my shopping list. Stars. That's not a weird thing to put on a shopping list. Along with, like, food and things. Okay. That's gonna be... But we'll see. Okay. Start with... Oh, what we'll start with is... Oh my god. I'm gonna start by taking all the stickers off. I don't keep doing that. I think... We're on... We're like, designing all of this, and it's like, oh, to paint it. This is for the egg, and I think that means we may not paint it right this second, and we're gonna go back to it. It looks dry. It looks dry enough to start on the other side. I really don't want to not get it done this stream because we're painting stars. And so, that all of the... Okay, that's all the stickers off this one. And I took the sticker off you. Here. Okay, sticker 2. Then, do you have a sticker? I don't know how I completely forgot to do the stickers. I typically will take the stickers off these kinds of things, like when I get home, as I'm putting them away, just so I don't have to deal with them when I actually want to use it. Apparently not this time. So, let me put these back. I set my... Back over here now. Not with all the art supplies. Okay, let's look over here first. This is... I have paint on me. So, those look dry. I think before we get onto the other one, I'm going to this and quickly second coat. There we go. I may end up liking that because I'm as it dried, I wasn't liking this one as much. But maybe this one. But fine. That's what testing is for. What? So let's come over here. Oh, look at that. See, we have some of these. This here is still very wet. How much water was here? How badly am I gonna... There we go. It looks a little awkward. But it's fine. Be here. It's not bad. Then there probably will be... Actually, I may be able to get rid of this line if I add more water to it. We'll see. But the line is fine. Liking how that turned out. I was worried I would end up having it be too dark. Because I can always make it darker. Can't really make it lighter. Without restarting a bunch. Wow, there's so much blue and purple everywhere. Which, not really on my hands, is it? Maybe a little bit. It's mainly on the egg. Okay. Now, see, this is all dry enough for me to do it. Grab my napkin back over here, which I was going to originally keep all nice and square and flat, and then I started using it properly, and it became a crumpled up mess of napkin. Okay. Again, very nerve-wracking. Let's... What? There's not enough water in mine. Okay. Mine slightly. Down. I need to add some more water to it. Let's go like that. A bit more water. I don't know why I really have it pointed away from me. Apparently I'm finding that easier. Oh, look at all that water that came. See, look, this side I think already looks so much better. Hi. That, okay. I'm already liking that so much better. Take this now. Help get these corners, which have a lot of excess water. There. Grab this. Like, get this corner some. Fix this with a napkin. Oh, it's not going to fit. There we go. That's how you fix that. I'm like off camera. I apologize for that. Trying to get this corner. There we go. There's a little bit of a line here. What if I use this? I can. This way. This way. Here we go, just a little bit. Go. See the lights, they look like eyes. Okay. Let me set this down. Re-get these corners once more. Off camera, but try not to put the napkin actually into the thing. There we go. Oop. I think I just needed to throw it with both sides, you know? I think that's just what I needed to do. It just apparently helps so much. Both sides are thrown. Fixing a little bit of the mistake. Wow, you can't even tell that I threw it. Okay. I have a feeling that these corners are going to drip a lot more than the other ones. This side looks better. So I think that's... Go on with it. Let's set this down now. Turn it so I can see it. There we go. Yep. Okay. Get another paintbrush. This was originally going to stay a square. It didn't. A lot of purple. I'm here and clean up the water that's just on my desk now. Okay. While that dries, let's see. For shine to this? I don't think so. No. So, what I was thinking, I'll show here, because I'm trying to think. I may put another coat on this just to see how it looks. Like how I did this. I'll be with that. That's just kind of kept. Let me see if I have a color. Let's see if I have a different color. That where I go. Darker ones actually match better. Light blue. I don't want to go too far. Because, like, a green would probably look good on it. Like, kind of green. But it is a blue thing. So I don't want to add green because I don't want there to be any. Let's see. We'll see how those look first. They'll decide whether or not. Green would probably not look bad. I could probably get all of it to work together. I just don't want it to look too busy. Because we're also then going to add a metallic color to it. So. that just shows better. A little bit. Not surrounded by the other. I know you can... A little hard to see on camera, but I like the way this one looks better than the blue. Try the light blue now. Yeah, I still think I like the way this one looks. Just the color matches better. I think that's what you're getting here, is that it is blue on blue, and then blues and purple. I think using this color, which is just a little bit darker than this, but about the same color-ish. So, see a little bit. I wonder if I just draw a dot. Yeah, you can see that a little better, bit better. The color actual color thing versus if I... There. And then the color we're going to use on the rest of it. That one's like really standout-ish. No, technically it will match. I don't think it will, because the other one blends in. Will blend in better, and this will not. So I think the more blendy in color. Throw that off to the side, because that's not the color I want. This one. We'll go with that one. Oh wait, I said I was going to do another coat on that. Grab it. Apparently, as we've learned, I will. I have water on my... I need just to grab another napkin to set wet paintbrushes on. Okay, let's now... And then this one's dry, we'll take that color and we'll put it all over this one just to make sure. That. Actually dry this so it doesn't water everywhere. And then what I'll say too is when we end up doing it is I'm gonna do these in sections. I'll like each individual section just so here. Technically, I do want all of these to be the same color. If I wanted, I could make this third one. This one have a different one of these colors, but I think I would just want them all to be the same color. So they'll be done in sections. That right there. Now, see, how is that looking? Still a little bit, but I'm gonna let that fully dry until we're done. Like, sit there to dry until we're done testing the other color. I don't want to start on that one fully. Without it. We'll start with this. Now, start with the easy color that I know, which is white. Then I have to figure out which red and blue I'm gonna use. Put this over here. There, you can see it. Just over my shoulder. There. Try not to make too much of a mess of myself. There we go. White. If I move it here, let's go here. Yeah. We'll use this one. I want a blue. I grabbed these two blues. I think I'm going to go with the darker one. Because it matches more of the stuff in my house. Even though this one I technically think is more in line with some of the colors for other things. Go with that one. Make up this paint. They only did that with some of it. There. Then let's do one over my shoulder. I have all the space I could be putting in, but over my shoulder is how... And I have two reds. I don't know if on camera if you can actually tell the difference between these reds. A little bit. Tell that this is the darker one. That this one's more brighter, I should say. I'm gonna go actually with this one. I guess I could give the name of the colors I'm using. It is Award Blue, bright red, then white. This one technically says Snow White, but do they even make Snow White anymore? Or is it just white? Because it's the same thing with the black I used. It's called Jet Black. But then they also just have black, and they're the exact same color. But I know these two paints are not new in the slightest. And so, I don't know if they're actually two different colors. Or quote-unquote colors. Or if it's just a different name. But yeah. Start with, we'll actually use the other paintbrush I used. I didn't pour the red in. You know, sometimes it helps do that. And I have the black out because I just grabbed the black and white at the same time. Didn't even think about it. About the fact that I'm not gonna need the black at all. But okay, let's put you now over here. Go with white. How long have I been painting for? Like, painting in what kind of sense? Because painting in the way of, like, how I have all my acrylic stuff and all that kind of stuff has been, I think, where, like, I actually own all this stuff has been years. Because I'm trying to think, when was the first big painting I did? I think it was probably a science project in, like, the 7th grade or something. But I've been doing art and all this stuff for, like, my entire life. I can't really tell you. Oh, this paints over so nicely. I did snowflakes for winter, like Christmas and winter, and the sides of those would not paint. Save my life. It was a nightmare. And so those whites, the sides of those were not white. Okay. It's a hobby where you started to collect tools and paints. Yeah, like yeah, that's I guess a little hard because art and these kinds of things. And I am someone who likes doing a whole bunch of different types of media of art. And so I've just been basically collecting all this different stuff for, like, long as I can remember. Like, I have a bunch of paint stuff from, I have both watercolor and acrylic. I know some of my oldest paint stuff were, like, those child painting kits that my parents probably got me for, like, a birthday or Christmas or something. And so I have a whole bunch of different, like, art things. As along with, let's see, if I just look over this direction, I have stuff for painting. I have a whole collection of different colored bead things. I have alcohol markers, pencils for, like, traditional drawing and, like, that kind of stuff. I like pencils. Paints are nice, but I like the details I can get with pencil. And I've not used markers enough to get very good at them. I said I have stuff for clay things and all of that. Because my senior year of high school, I had done it where I got all the required credits, or as many as I possibly could. So I didn't have to worry about it my senior year. So I had, I think, 2 classes I actually needed to take my senior year. And so I took as many electives as I could that year. And so I was in a ceramics class. I was in metals and jewelry. Those I had in previous years as well. I had like just a normal drawing class, a painting class. And that's also where I've collected some of my stuff, is from things I've gotten from school. Something as well as not over here. I'm trying to think where it would be. Put away somewhere. At some point, I may do a stream of, I've always wanted to customize a doll. At some point, maybe I will do that as well. Yeah, I'm just like a collector of like art things. Because it's like physical, digital. A lot of times very messy. The next art like thing I want to get into is doing resin stuff. That stuff's just so neat. But that you need a lot more protective gear than like acrylic paint. And so see, that painted a lot better. May come back to the sides at some point. But I know eventually, actually for these small ones I won't need to, but for the big ones, if I drill holes into them, I'm going to need to repaint them. Let's see, where should I put this? I didn't think this through all the way. There. Can't really see it, but so yeah, I should show off some of the things I've made. Okay. We'll do that. Go grab some. Go grab something. So, was made in my ceramics class, my senior year. It's not super great, as this was, I think, the first thing we did. I'm pretty sure. Supposed to be, I was gonna make it like a lantern that could hang. Never got around to it. Flames coming up, and it's like this because it needed to be. What was the actual assignment? It needed to like have the negative space in it. Here's the ceramic. Can't put the glaze on the bottom. Getting up to put things away too. Find other places. Back over here. I was trying to find something else, but I don't actually know where it is. I'll have to show it at some other point. I have a case here. I'm not gonna fully show. Because it has the model snap. Yeah. This was a project that I did in my, in one of my metals and jewelry classes. It was, I think, because I did it twice. 1 and 2. This is the way it's supposed to be. It is... these were the assignment, and it was, we had to make art. Not art, like jewelry thing based on a painter. And so I did Claude Monet. And so these are 3 of his paintings that he did. I can't tell you at all what the names of these paintings are. But this, and then the bead here, and all of that. I can find other things. More jewelry I've done. These are rings. Here. This is the one I really like. The dark green with these, that, in, really hard to tell, but they loop together, so it loops in like this on one, the other loops through it. So this one here loops this way, and this comes here and it loops around through. It does that on both sides. And this one is just like this, for the thinner to thicker. Wow, I can do it the right way. Here's this. I'm gonna make coin jewelry. This one is very old. Wow, this is like... How by the coloring of it all. And all that. And I made my own clasp for it. So it was this little loop like this. I think this is a bigger loop, or is it the exact same size? Maybe the exact same size. And then it just goes like that. I've done one that has a better version of this somewhere. I don't know. The funny story about this is, so this is all hammered jewelry. So these were pennies that were hammered and then cut. And I've done other ones I'll show. Thing is that hammers, dangerous. They hurt. As, this was done my sophomore year. My senior year, I was in one. And literally, days before I graduated. Like, it was literally the last week of school. The seniors in there just kind of was like, finish whatever you're doing, or start something you feel like it's not really going to be graded or anything, just so you're working on something. So I was going to do another one of these. Not like this design, but another, like, hammered penny thing. Watch where your fingers are at. It fucking hurt when I did that. And literally, days before... It was also the only time in my entire high school I'd ever been to the nurse after I smashed my finger. But all but days before I graduated. It was hilarious. But be careful. Okay, but here's more. This one, I don't think this one was smashed. I think this one, hammered. I think this was just a square. It's also a copper. This one, look, it's been through a little bit. It originally had the, oil slick pattern to it. You can kind of see a little bit where it originally stayed. But it's not been kept. It's been just kept in this box. So... a lot of my other stuff is in other places. I would have to actually... Okay, there's my little show and tell. Okay, I have to figure out now where to put them. Here. Yeah, and the thing I was trying to find, it was another hammered thing. It was the large square, and it was made into a bowl that I'd cut to look like a flower that curved up. I was really wishing I could find that. It's probably put in a box somewhere. Because I originally kept it on my desk to put things in, but it doesn't hold very many things, and also isn't very stable. Because it was more decorative than functional, but I'll have to find that at some point. Whenever I do another Handcam stream, I'll just find a bunch of things. Oh, I think that's sticking to it there just a little bit. This is dry enough to actually move. That. See, I am all dry. That is too. Going to, before I went over, I can show now. This is it. This side just looks so much better. We have its good side. We'll see how it ends up looking once everything is on it. But these two now, not much dark. Actually, I could actually, like, about shapes. But I kind of like the... because that's how it was over here. The organicness of the way they look. Not trying to be super perfect. Not really scale shapes. Or just triangles layered on each other. Okay. Ah, it's a little harder to see. Still. That and then this. I really like the way it looks. I wish I could have seen better. I will make sure to post pictures of it looking like correct. So you can see a little bit here of these. Okay. There's that. Put that there. Then. Now. Onto this. We're gonna start on the side that I've already deemed the bad side. Just in case, whatever reason, I grew up. We're gonna use this small paintbrush just to get the lines, basically. And maybe I can move to the bigger one. Possibly. We'll see how this goes. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think how close I want to get to. I think I'm gonna get pretty close. So. Back to the art thing. I think you can also tell based on how I use my paintbrush, too, that I like to use pencils. I do not like bring. I do sometimes like that. I'm trying to get right up onto this edge. Not going like this. In the very, like, sketchy-ish kind of way. But I've learned through using pencils how to get that very well. See it? Some of this where I'm not super worried about it going over. I'll do it. How you're supposed to do it when you're using paints. You know. Grab this. Kind of fill all of this here. But look at this already. I like that contrast. take it now and there. Very silently, apparently. I concentrate on getting this line. There we go. See, and doing it in this sections allows me to hold it better. There we go. That. I may, thinking about it, I may take a pencil too once it's dry. Just put a line, at least here or something, so I can see where the divides are for when I come back with the marker. The paint marker. Okay. Already. Doesn't that just look so good? I like the way that's looking already. I guess that means I can come over to this side. I end up doing the bottom. I may go 1 and 1. Well, actually, you know what? I'm only going to do 1 here because I don't know how I'm going to set it down otherwise. So we're going to do the other side. But I want to be able to set it down properly. And paint dries quite quickly. There's that. We start on star number 2. So we wait. I have it over here and I can look. There. I have so much white paint on me. Let's see. Actually, first before I start that, what I'm gonna do. Let's actually open up these. Want this one. Want this one. And I'm not going to do the, well, I already have a white. I actually don't know how thick this one is. Looks about, I think, what my other one is. The white and the black I'm not gonna do, because I don't need white or black right now. I'm gonna do this, and this may be the other side of this, but fine. I don't want to do it on this because it's only one thin sheet of like printer paper, and I don't want it to go through. So, can you? You can if I put it close enough. At least it sounds like it. Or not sounds like it. It looks like it. Okay. Is this a good enough camera angle? I'm not me framing this so I can make it into a short later. Because I want not to have me in it. So here. I originally wasn't going to do this on stream. I was originally going to do this off stream and make a short out of it because my god, how many clicks people using Poscas get. But I also am not going to be someone who's going to destroy their markers, and so I'm not going to like slam them against the table. It's literally look at that. Look at that metallic-iness. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Tip is all gold now. And the people who like aggressively like go like that to their markers is like must have enough money that you're basically going to break the nib of your marker. See, can you hear this one? little bit. Okay. There's that. Let's now flip it. Go. Flip it the other way. And still get on the top. Over enough that I can do this. Again, not me framing it for a short. There. Oh, I like these. These were a good purchase. Look at that. Look at the shininess of all of them. That's nice. Now, actually take those. That over there. Now, do. We're gonna see what looks like. What looks better? Start with, which one did I grab? I grabbed the silver one. We're gonna take it. That. I have a feeling I'm gonna like the gold. See. There's that. I guess what I'll do is I'll also come over here. Get there. Both. Would be better if I put this maybe over here instead, but no. Okay, wanted to make sure that I didn't fully roll over onto the wet paint. And onto the gold. Oh, but look at that gold. Alright, now let's come here. That's just neat on its own. Okay. That's hard because I don't know. Maybe I like the silver over here on this. That's difficult. Let me set this back over there so it can dry. And going to start full. Okay. Now I need to hide it from there. Silver. I already the one for silver. I do like the silver. Over here, if it was just this one, I think maybe that. Silver is really nice. But over here, I think probably the silver dragons. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I think when I think these cool-toned dragon eggs, I think probably silver. And I think warm-toned dragon eggs, I think gold. I think like red and yellow and gold, and then probably blue and silver. Think of dragon eggs. And so let those dry. We'll wait a bit. Put these over. I've this time made sure that my art, for all my art stuff, is close enough to me that I can throw things on it. Granted, my desk is still a disaster, as it always is. But I also now have a cart that's a disaster, too. Okay. Now go. Actually, let's see. You dry? Yes, you are. Put another layer. I think I put 3 layers on that one. Wow, this up here is very thin. There. Up there. Be going very quiet as I draw lines. Apparently hit the camera with my paintbrush. How are you enjoying the paintbrush, you know? I think, oh wow, you can see that difference. I know one's shiny. You can just see the difference. Now flip this the other way. And oh, there we go. Make sure we get the center so it don't have a, especially in this, an awkward line on this. There we go. I also kind of like, I don't know how well, oh, you can see it a little bit. How, for some of it, you can actually still see the strokes of my pencil. It adds a second, like, texture almost to it. That I think is nice. That. Stop this one. Then grab the right brush. Start on another star. Grab red. Oh, look at that red. Isn't that a nice red? All the way to this point. This one may need a... That white one probably does too, but the white on wood. Not this one. Actually, though, I think it's fine. This one may because it's looking... It ends up looking streaky. Yeah, you can see how little streaky. I may put another coat on this one. I may not do the same thing I did with the other one, and I painted the entire star all at once. That is why my hands are covered in white paint. Or maybe I will. Maybe it'll be a curveball. I'm getting paint on, well, I guess there's a reason I have a separate color. I don't remember this paint being like this the last time I used it. And some of my paints are old. I almost need to date my paints when I get them. Put a little sticker on them. Like Sharpie the bottom. When I get them. Just so I can track basically what I'm going to need to get new paint. Of age. Go. You'll see the shininess. It won't look super... Hopefully it won't look as bad. I guess not really bad, but super streaky, I should say. That's a better word to use. Not bad. Yeah. It's dry. See ya. Already gotten some of the high points down. And go for the outside. Oh my god, I need to be careful about that. My word for my mic. Oh, see, this one's not going over as well. We'll try it at least still. It's how they're cut. You guys can see that's not their laser cut, which basically just is burning the edges. Yeah, see, that's not going to... I'm going to do all of it so it doesn't look awkward for the parts you can see that definitely have red on them. But they're laser cut, and so they just burning the edge. So doesn't always want to take the paint. I could probably take maybe sandpaper to it. I actually don't think I've tested that, but just to get that burntness off. I don't know if these are doing it. No, I don't think so. Some laser cut things you can get like this will sometimes leave a residue on your hands. And it's basically just the burnt edges. Entirely it. It's just the burnt edges. There we go. I'm not gonna do the other side. I need more red paint anyways. And so it's forcing me to not do it. Have only a slight crime scene on my hands. But it's not as dark red, so it's fine. But, you know. Did I ever finish what I was saying, though, with my mic thing? Before I got paint on it last time. We painted Easter eggs. I sometimes do that where I'll trail into a new sentence and forget my other one. Or forget if I even finished it. But yeah, the cord for my mic. I have some nice pink on it. I got paint on it last time and didn't realize it till later that day. I was, well, I realized I had some of it. I mentioned it more on it than I thought, and I didn't realize that until later that day. But it's fine because the cord. Character. That's what. Yeah, some of it I really don't care. I get paint on a lot of things. Now, thing that I don't think through once again. How am I moving it? Where is it going? Right there. Here we go. What you're gonna get? Okay. No wet paint. As I hit my mic once more. Yeah. I don't want to get, especially not red paint. Like, I could probably blend white paint, or even the blue paint in. But red paint's a little different. Need one more coat of this. What? I can still see some parts. Better at that line. There. Get the line on this side now. So, that side. Paint it all the way down. I think I will paint all the sides and then go in with color pencil. Just so didn't do all the color pencil at once. Go. Set that there. Let dry. Because I'm gonna finish this. I finish it. This. Yes, I can grab it here. I didn't put more paint in. You know, you need paint sometimes to paint. And I forgot that part. Okay. Oh, now I have a question. anyone watching, is if you paint, like, regularly, or enough, I should say, you have a set of, like, painting, or, like, crafting in general that can be met. Do a messy craft. You have a pair of clothes that are specifically for it. Because I don't really. But I'm normally typically in pajamas, and so it's fine. But doing stuff here, I'm not. At least not normally. Not normally in clothes that I want to get all of this on. I may end up finding some old pairs of clothes I have somewhere as, like, messy clothes, crafting clothes, whatever. But does anyone else have any of that? There we go. We'll need... You can see a little bit of the patchiness. We'll go over once again. Like the paint... It's, I guess the good and bad thing about wood is that it looks like, that it looks like... the good and bad thing about wood is that paint soaks in. So, you can paint over it once again quickly. But it's where I think you get some of the patchiness. You get patchiness instead of streakiness. Because the paint soaks in. Some parts of the wood is more porous than the other parts. There you go. Yeah. Kind of mainly shirts that are like indoor only. Yeah, I have I'm going to probably use, I think, an old pair of sweatpants I have once I fix them up, as they have like massive holes on the sides of them. But I'll probably just end up sewing those up. Sewing in quotations, as I don't really know how to sew. The most kind of sewing I know is a little bit of embroidery, as I've done that. And so... But it can't be that hard. Famous last words. But yeah. Yeah, I have a few... I guess I could use, like, my work. I realize. I have some shirts that I, wear. I have work clothes. Because my work is messy. And I don't want that on all my clothes. So I guess I could use those, technically. But they're still a little bit more put together than lounging around the house clothes, but because public. Or I guess public-ish. Just my coworkers, but you know. There we go. Star number 2. I need to learn to sew. I have holes in really comfortable that I want to keep longer. And I'm gonna, to fix those one pants, I'm gonna end up sewing, learning how to. Actually, I'm currently in sweatpants right now, and there's a hole in the leg of them as well that I'm gonna figure out how to do it properly. The other ones I'm not worried about it being super proper, because the holes are just some of the issues that those pants have, as they're old as shit. But got caught on a little gate, and they have a hole in it now. So I will also, maybe. Then I'll have one of my family members do, because my sibling knows how to sew. And I assume I could get them sew it up for me. Or at least something. That's still wet. More of a crime scene now. Wow. It really does look like splatter. No. The white really helps it not look like a crime scene. Yeah, especially with sweats when the elastic gets weak and wants to love. Yeah. Because the ones I have, it's like that. It is holes, material and like the knees or anywhere that bends is wearing thin. Like, you can almost see through it thin in some of them. They're kept around as pajamas or I need clothes and all that. I really should just I keep them in with my normal pants, even though I always end up throwing them off to the side trying to get other ones. I need to just like do something else with it, but and how solid that is. That's like a nice solid color. Okay. Now, side number 2. I should put more paint in here. Let me set this down. Gonna roll. How far are you gonna? Hey, not very far. Here's the paint. Paint. Go. Walking the Beagle pajamas. Yeah. It really is just... I'm not going to see another person, and so these are on me. I was thinking about when I sew them up, because I could get actual sewing thread. Or I can use a bunch of the embroidery thread I have. And they can all be patched up very colorfully. That's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just use whatever color I feel like. It'll be nice and colorful. There we go. There's that line. I did this line while talking. Look at that. I like how I have the paint from the stars all over my hands, but not the other ones. Like, not any of the other colors. Because I have a little bit of the watercolor on my hands. Not very much. So that line is not very good. Let's see. I stabilize my hand a little bit more. There we go. A little bit better. There. Team. Hello. Welcome to painting a dragon egg. Oh my goodness, that looks so nice. I just looked at... That's gonna look nice. I should say painting a dragon egg and other painting things that I'm using this time as an excuse to do. There we go. Now set that off to dry. What I may do, because I said I was going to paint all the sections and then do it. I'm actually probably going to paint those sections and then use the color pencils on them and then go to the other ones. In a natural egg or a fake egg? It is a fake egg. Here's my tester egg. It's... You hear it? Let's see. A little bit. All fake. I would have broken so many of these if they were real. Okay. Now why I have this. Now we can see how they look when they're not wet. Yeah, I'm thinking the silver. The silver's right. It just looks nice. We'll see when we fully get to there. Wow, as I basically throw that egg. Okay. And that's dry. I can move that. I don't want to set that one on the one. There we go. And that egg knows what it did. It does. It's the punishment of a testing egg for a reason. There we go. Now this one. Oh, this one I don't think is gonna need more than one coat. This blue is so nice. Realized it when we were painting Easter eggs. Blue just like goes on. No issues, no nothing. Look at that. I gotta hit the camera again. I'm really surprised that this doesn't have any paint on it, the camera. So, paintbrushes are not enough to dent it, otherwise it would also have those all over it. So, there we go. Let's little as I drop it. It's very bright. It looks so much like a royal blue. It is not a royal blue on in person. I was gonna say on camera. It's like, no, it looks like a royal blue on camera. It is not that in person. That's a very pretty blue though on camera. But it's much, I don't want to say darker. Maybe a navy blue? Is that what it is? Yeah. It's navy. Navy blue is very, very dark. But yeah, it's closer to a navy blue. Not like one of the really super dark ones. It looks like navy blue. Okay. I have my preview. Actually, because I have both YouTube Studios and OBS open, I have 2 separate previews of it all. And it looks royal blue. Navy blue. And I paint on just is wow, this paintbrush is like dry, so I didn't really get paint on it. Hey look, I finally have other colors on me. No, the red, it still looks like a crime scene. I just can't help that. Oh, see. Oh, here. I can show why this one is gonna paint, and why the white one didn't. This one. Just look at these. I know these are painted red already, and so it looks a little darker. You can kind of see how much darker some of these are than here. And so it will get covered up. This will get covered up a lot better. I should have probably looked at that. But I think it's good. Night wanting for crimes against a candy cane. That candy cane knew what it did. It had it coming. You'll never catch me for it. The candy cane and other miscellaneous candies. The crime spree over here. I'm gonna run out of paint. There's among your list of downsides of wood is that because it soaks up paint, you go through paint a lot faster. I guess that's why people probably prime wood first before doing anything. Basically seals up all the pores of it so it won't soak in your paint. But these are so small that it's fine. I didn't feel like painting them all with white first. If I was going to paint them all with white first, I probably would have done that off stream. I'd get the last bit of the paint to cover this up. There we go. Yeah, I did. Okay. Blue. Blue in there. I don't need very much blue. I just need a little bit. That should be enough. Get the edges of this. Now, see, this should cover it up. Look at that. See that? Doesn't help that this is a darker color, but the white also covered up the other one. So, kind of how it is. Because maybe I will try to a different time, see that the red to cover. I think it's fine. Okay, put it like this, very precariously. See, a little dry, kind of. Well, actually, I should be able to hold it like this. Actually, both sides of these are dry. No, that's a lot smarter than trying to figure out what points are dry. So, here. I almost don't have enough paint in here. There we go. That would have been so funny if I was like, I only need a little bit of paint. I'm just doing the sides, and then I run out of paint doing it. Need to put more paint in. Get that little corner fixed up. There we go. Look at that. Okay, so now set it over here. Now it looks less like a crime scene. I have a lot of blue on me. Apparently I was the cleanest with the white. The very first one, apparently I was the cleanest. I don't know how that's possible. I must have just, like, quit caring partway through. And paints ended up all over my hands and my arm. But I did not get blue here. Now it looks like you're really patriotic. Oh my, it does. Guess it matches with what's being painted. That's really funny. The paintbrush too, with the little bit of red and blue. And the little bit of white, kind of. So you can't tell that this was originally stained yellow. Can't tell that anymore. There's not even green on it. Let's make sure all of this is dry. Yes, it is. Now let's come back here. Go this long. There we go. There's line 1. Now let's get line 2. I should have done this line first. There's that. Get the last bit there. There we go. This is the easy part, as this isn't bordered to anything. I keep hitting the camera. I apologize for all the shaking that is going on then. There we go. Look at that already. Doesn't it look so nice? Who knows? Maybe... I'm trying to think if I want to do the painting. All the painting and then go to it. I still need to do this here. I also am coming to the conclusion that this is not going to get done today. Sadly, I'm really bad about how much time something is going to take. I really did not think that I would not have this finished. No? And like, it's not even like close enough to be like, oh, we can go over some or something like that. It's like, because that pencil is not going to be quick. Especially if I don't want to, especially since I'm going to be putting a little bit more care into it than when I'm doing some of like this here. Just kind of seeing how it looks. Even this one, I was a little bit more loosey-goosey. Still not going to be super, like, perfection with it. I think it will look better. Like, it's not going to be quick. What am I doing now? I am figuring out what I'm doing. Big star! Put that star there. Can I pick you up? Duck just a little bit. Right here? Yeah. There. Yeah. Okay. We'll start with paint stains on it. So we will paint you white. And I'm going to grab a bigger paintbrush. Nice yellow stained one as well. Let's see. Will this one also look like it never had yellow on it? Now put some white in here. Okay. So, well, maybe. I was about to say maybe this would need a second coat. I think the white is standing out on the wood. Maybe it's a little patchy. I think it may be. Let's see. This one I can almost smell the wood as I'm painting it. Definitely gonna need a lot more paint in its thing in the palette. Apparently I need to like go like this almost so I don't keep hitting the camera. I keep hitting it because I'm having myself far over this side compared to where the camera, so I can have myself not block anything. Then the paintbrush is like right here. Oh yeah, some of the patchiness of it. Or white. What am I using for a camera? A webcam. It is, which webcam? Something like that. It's the webcam I normally use. Just track my face. Because it's better than the other one I have. I have this one right here. It's sitting, I think, yeah, about here. That's tracking my face now. But I looked at that camera. It is something. It tracks my face. So it's this one. Setting it down and doing that is so much easier, and I keep fucking hitting the camera. Okay. There we go. Down. This. Yeah, at some point I think I will probably upgrade the camera I use. I want to do more like this. Something I find funny, and I think will just show that I'm going to continue doing different. I was looking through stuff, and I realized, I think it was like literally the like second or third stream I ever did was a hand cam making like rings. Add it to your throne. When I figure out which one I want to upgrade to, I will add it there. I get that one's gonna need a little bit more. Get a nice Walmart stuff. Yeah. Figure out which one I will. Remember the ring stream? I always forget how long you've been here. Like been when all of mine, basically. Those are the I need to at some point take like a palette knife I have and like get all these little tips off. Can I get a palette knife now? Yes, I'm using a plastic one. I have real metal ones. I just grabbed the plastic one for whatever reason. See. That didn't really do. I'll take an actual metal one. Get that off at some. There we go. I don't know why I didn't grab the metal. No. This is the collection of art supplies. Here's the metal one. All different sets of paintbrush things I've gotten over the... Some come with a palette knife, some don't. I now have some like sponge brushes. Or foam brushes, what I call them. Those are a pain in the ass to clean. I actually need. Maybe when I don't. Like, maybe I won't use them when I need them. Because they are a pain. Yeah, dry. If I want to make it two sides, I want this to be fully covered up. And so this is definitely going to need multiple, because I don't want this one to be more white than everything else. So, this then. Go. That is all of that paint there. We will. And where do I put this? We'll just slide this to the corner. And then I didn't in any of my brush off fling water. Be a little bit more careful with that. There we go. We're gonna ignore the fact that I just did that. Okay. Go. There. Wow, it's almost 2 already. See. Hands are dry. I guess I have more white on me now. So, this is not gonna get done. I think I'm gonna do one more coat here. And then I'll probably start wrapping up stream. Guess that means I'll leave the rest of this for then 2. Maybe I'll go through and rub the wall. And like just all white paint. Bit. Maybe not, because that may end up making it look weird if I don't do it on all of it. We'll see. So I'm like setting slightly am. There we go. Okay, how much white paint did I... A little bit. Okay. So this. There. Good side. Some of it. Let's do that. That. Brush on the paper. Like I meant to do. So. Here is our progress. For today. Go to this side. Kind of growing on me a little bit. But I'm just worried that this will look weird with the stuff. Things. Except for this. Little bit of a mistake. But you know. All that. And not to accidentally finger in the wet paint. That. Set this off to the side. Bring this over. Let me pull up my pole. Pull in pole with silver 1. So next time we will do silver. We'll have to find something to do with that gold. I just really like it. So how shiny it is. It's like true, like a natural metallic. I wasn't fully I knew Posca would do actual metallic in the sense, but I wasn't expecting, I don't know, actual metallic. No. You got most of the dragon egg done. This weird Yoshi egg stars in your hands. Oh yeah, it truly is a weird Yoshi egg. You know. Wow, I forget that this is your whole very light color. Yes. Oh, let me move paint more off to the side as I almost knock things over. Just put all my cart. Get out of my way. There we go. Partially. Good enough. Good enough. That's what we're gonna go with. I'll just leave it here. Oh, last thing to clean off, at least mostly, this paintbrush. Then I will gonna show off the paint water as how that we white, as that is very I don't want to say milky. It's purple. The color is kind of purple, which makes sense as it has been blue and red as the major colors, but it has a very disturbing milk quality to the look of it. Yeah. Oh, we'll have my final look at my hands and my arm. I'm surprised this is all the paint right here and then right here that I got on the palms of my hands. Yep. Our candy crime scene. So. Head here. As I push wet paint away from me. As I'll be looking forward and not down at what's wet. There we go. So this means that we'll have to have another one to make sure to finish it up. We'll see. I make no promises, but we'll maybe do another hand cam next week. I just don't know yet whether or not it's going to be more painting for the diamond art, since we're quite close on that one too. So we'll see. And so, let's see. That. We have a stream tomorrow. Going to hopefully be Undying. Hopefully. Even though it took me I fought it the entire last time. And I wasn't able to defeat her. Yep. So, Friday. Oh, it is not the same time as normal. It is 11:30. Because I'm not doing it again where I was having it so close to the time in which I need to leave as I didn't like it. And so I'm doing the smart thing and I moved it forwards 30 minutes to give myself more time. So yes, 11:30 a.m. CST. Undertale. Yes. I feel like I had more to say about that, but there isn't anything else. Move forward 30 minutes. So, that's it for today's stream. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye!